Hi, my name is Max de Esteban, and I'm an artist based in Barcelona. If I had to summarize in very broad terms in one sentence what my work is about, I would say that it's about the human and its relationship with contemporary technology. One distinctive aspect of my work is that it's always research-based. And around the project, I always assemble a team of scientists, thinkers, experts that work in collaboration to make sure that the project is soundly based. This is because I believe my art practice is based on three tenets. The first one is that art is a form of knowledge. And today, knowledge requires an interdisciplinary approach. Scientists, economists, philosophers, artists should work together to create this knowledge. The second is that art is a collective effort. Today, there's no single area of knowledge that can be mastered by one single individual. Collectivity creates better knowledge than individuality. And lastly, is that art is about sharing. Artistic practices are about sharing knowledge and creating an environment of collective critical thinking. In the last 5 years, I've been focusing my work in a project called Infrastructures of Contemporaneity. The idea is to identify those infrastructures of the 21st century that will be crucial to explain it. Let me try to develop this idea. In the same way it is from a materialist standpoint, it would be impossible to understand the 20th century without understanding things like Fordism, communications technology, the availability of fossil energy. The idea here is to identify which are those infrastructures that will be unique of the 21st century. So that's one part of the work, identifying those infrastructures. The second, which is equally important, is unveiling the fact that infrastructures have a strong ideological content. Infrastructures are in reality the conditions of possibility, the conditions that make things possible. And as such, they are the limits to our dreams. The idea of this project is that by identifying those infrastructures and unveiling the ideological nature of them, we can broaden our ability to think different worlds and achieve better political objectives. As I said, infrastructures, I've been working in infrastructures for the last 5 years. Until now, we have done 3 different projects. The first one is called 20 Red Lights, and it's about financial capitalism. Financial capitalism is the technology of the 21st century for the allocation of economic resources. And as such, is the technology that sets the priorities of capitalism. Understanding and unveiling the ideological nature of financial capitalism should help us understand better how the world works. The second infrastructure that has been also finished is artificial intelligence. The interest in this project is not so much the technology itself, which is interesting and we also discuss it in the project, but the ideological content of the major investors. We have explored which are the thoughts behind the people that actually make possible artificial intelligence by either designing it or investing in it. The last project that we just finished, I just finished a couple of months ago, is called White Noise, and it's about extinction. It's strange to think about extinction as an infrastructure, but if one thinks about it, the effects of the possibility of extinction, global warming, nuclear crisis, bacteriological crisis, will or have the capability of changing dramatically the way we live. In a sense, extinction can be defined as the determinant infrastructure of the 21st century. Those are the three projects that we've done until today. We are now working on a fourth that's going to be taxation, that obviously has a very significant impact on the levels of inequality that society has today. This piece here belongs to white noise. And as I said, white noise is a project just finished before the pandemic, and it talks about extinction. Obviously, this is coincidental with something that has changed the world. COVID is changing the way we live and the way we work. And Yokohama Triennial, in a sense, can be a symbol of our times, of this dramatic change. What we have here is the 64 pure pigments of the Sennelier chart. Pure pigments are the basis for the creation of all the oil color range, that infinite color range. And Sennelier was the brand used by Picasso, by Matisse, by Cézanne. In a sense, these are honors to each of these pure pigments that with humans will disappear. Because color as we know it, if humans disappear, will disappear. Because they are dependent on the structure of our retina and our brain. If humans disappear, human colors will disappear. And the only possibility that could remain is their names, written somewhere and found in the future in an archaeological site. Beautiful names like Rousse Vermillon de Chine, Vert Veronese, Brun Van Dyck, all of them really poetic names. Now what I'm going to show you is my studio, where we work and we get together. Here is where we hold the team meetings that I was telling you about before. We join here to discuss aspects of every project and distribute the tasks among ourselves. We also give seminars, we teach, and sometimes we invite guests to talk to us. This is our classroom. Here's where we have fun. Here we paint, we draw, build strange things, and occasionally we organize very nice parties. I would say that this is our playground. Thank you very much for listening, and I really want to give a special thank you to the whole team of the Yokohama Triennial and Rax Media Collective that have been, all of them, wonderful to me. Thank you very much.